What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am recording the fourth installment of the Amulet series called The Last Council. This is what the book looks like. Beautiful. I am gonna be reading, so I'm on 5 now, so I got like 3 more books and then I will be done with this series. So I kind of wrote like few notes because it was like some pages that, I didn't really have to write. I didn't have to write for like a review, but when I finished reading this, I put in my Discord that I enjoyed this more than book 3. Book 3 was still a very solid read. I think I rated it like a 7 out of 10. I would rate this an 8 out of 10. Now that this is like the 4th installment, I think from moving forward, it's gonna get very, very much heated. So that was my little brother, but we're back. So as I was gonna say, from look at here, I could already tell this nigga was gonna be evil, but he did say something in the book that I kind of chuckled at. Without mentioning like the character he was talking to, he did say like, nigga, I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you anything. Who really says I'm trying to get your trust? But okay, I kind of chuckled a bit. And he almost had me. But then like the next page, next couple pages, nigga just full evil. Very, very manipulative. He had me a bit, but looking at it again, nigga just full evil. Like you could tell he's evil. It was no saving that, or he was possibly nice, but I got. So my notes. We start off with seeing Emily and the spirit. So that I guess like the spirit came out of the amulet, like almost like a hologram. Because they're in this new town called Celius. I might be butchering it. I'm sorry. Emily won't be able to hear the voices from the amulet. So even if the amulet was like giving her a big warning while she was like walking, she won't be able to hear. It's like it locks down. And the reason why is because the other stone keepers like made like a seal off, like a spell that the voices, the voices won't be able to speak. And that's kind of good and bad thing. It's kind of a good and bad thing. Yeah, the warning that the amulet gave Emily was to stay away from the Hall of the Humble Kings. Now, I didn't know what that was. Of course, I would think that was a hall, but I didn't know what that was. But she didn't know what that was. But he told her like, "Hey, you will see it. You will see what that is if you get to that hall." But he like, stay away. And he said, "You're gonna see the true impact of your decisions." And he's like, "Hey, you're not ready. But Emily is that type of character that deep down she knows she may not be ready for certain things, but she has no choice to be ready. She has to be ready. Like you got to be on guard." Luck. So how I mentioned last book, Lugger and Tress is now with the whole squad. They're all together. So I put everybody was basically separated. Leon, which is the Fox, Leon and Zoe was separated from Emily and the family. And Lugger and Tress were separated from all of them, and they were placed in a prison because they're elves. Even if they rebellion against Elf King, they still elves, and that's kind of like some racial undertones. You feel me? Cause like when you got creatures like mutants, X-Men, you really have to read between the lines that some of this has like racial undertone. Just saying. I said the guards only allowed the Sun Keeper and the family to pass by. Leon and Enzo couldn't go. Enzo, not gonna lie, Enzo be getting on my goddamn nerves. This whole book, nigga, been getting on my goddamn nerves. Like, he just annoyed the hell out of me. I don't hate him, but goddamn, nigga just been annoying me. Like, shut up. Something is going strange in this town, Celius, and it looked like someone is possessed. Now, Emily noticed that something was wrong with this town. Navin noticed something was wrong with this town. Leon noticed something was wrong with this town. Emily and Navin telling their mother something's wrong. Mom like, oh, I'm the parent. You just won't give these a chance. The difference is, mother, I've been living in this fantasy world for maybe a couple of months. You've been asleep. Okay? This is not, we're not dealing with human beings, okay? We're dealing with magical creatures. So I'm telling you something is wrong. I need you to listen to me. Yes, I may be your child, but I need you to listen to me. Like, don't they tell you, like with women's intuition, like listen to your gut, something is going on? Please listen to your child when they tell you something is going on. Like, at least even if you think she just nitpicking, at least listen to her. Like, listen to her reasons. Like, don't just shut it down. Leon telling Enzo, I think something is wrong, something's going on, because he's been to Celius before, and I think when they try to go get something to eat, the people will like be very racist, saying, nah, we're not gonna let you eat, because they animals. And Enzo like, he's like, I don't care, I don't even want to eat. But Leon's trying to tell him like something's going on, and then he catches attitude saying, oh, I'm not gonna let you ruin this for me. Like, nigga, listen. Have you even been to Celius? Listen. When someone is telling you something is wrong, or they having a gut feeling, listen. Stop thinking someone just want to ruin your fun. And it looks like people are possessed. And okay, I didn't write that down. The reason why people are possessed is because of that amulet. I think once you're being fully controlled by the amulet, you're not that person no more. Which is why I think last book I mentioned on the Elf King, I think he's dead. Like, the original Elf King, he's dead. But that amulet is controlling him. And I think probably using other humans to keep him alive. We meet a new character. His name is Virgo. Now, this is who Virgo is. I didn't know who he was, but I'm pretty sure we was gonna get to know who he was. Yeah, we were gonna get to know who he was because he's also in the next book. And we find out that he knew Silas, and he was a stonekeeper as well. He still is a stonekeeper. Now, he learned that Silas was voted off the council, and then Virgo left. Now, when him and Silas on the council, he was very young. And Silas is the type of man, he thinks with his mind, he thinks freely. He's not just going to abide by some rules that the council tells him. And so, Virgo being young, when they did a voting off, he voted to get Silas off, to Silas to leave. But then, once he was still there, he started to notice what Silas was saying, because the council was acting on fear, making decisions on fear, and they were making bad decisions. So Virgo ended up leaving, and bringing back to the bringing back to the council. Earlier, King Leon met this family. This little girl was getting customers for her family because nobody was there, and we come to find out that we seen this guy that was very much possessed, and the girl thought of him as like ghosts. So say I died, but a spirit is controlling me. I look like they still in my body, but my spirit is dead. It's someone else's spirit. So that's what the characters were looking like. That's why she would call them ghost. And then fast forward, the young Stonekeepers were doing a test, like doing like a final test, and we seen that same guy. So I believe the council is very much evil as hell, and is that old. And I think Virgo mentioned that old council is dead. That old council is dead. Like, they not who they are anymore. And remember how I mentioned this evil ass little boy? So he basically got all the other Stonekeepers dead, and he wanted him and Emily to be like the top Stonekeepers, and she was like nah. She was like nah, and he at the end he gave us a choice, and he either let me go or I kill your mother and your little brother. So he got let go momentarily, but the next battle, which is Prince of the Elves, he's the villain. So originally we thought Tress was the villain, based off the picture, but he's not. Tress not the villain. This little chick is. So I will be reading this. I don't know when. And I got like I said, I got 3 books left. Taking like a small break, and the next books I will be reviewing is the Percy Jackson series. Also, if you have watched the teaser trailer, let me know what you think. I'm very excited. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And deuces.